Okay. All right, guys. So every Wednesday now we're doing a team meeting, 7 p.m. So this is a standing meeting. If anything ever changes, I do communicate that in the chat. Last week there was something, oh, we had our mastermind on the Wednesday. So we did the team meeting on Thursday. But typically it's every Thursday, and it's informal. It's us getting together and just talking about, someone's new, how we can help you, questions, concerns, what's working, what's not. It's just an open forum for us to communicate together. So I am going to mute everybody out, but you have the power to unmute yourself so you can get on here and ask questions and interact. Because we were doing the color personality chat, if everyone wants the test, if everybody wants to jump in the chat and just tell me, this chat here on Zoom, tell me what your color was, because we're going to talk about that. Color personality. All right. Oh, all right. So I'm going to go through just a little bit of info on the colors. I'm going to keep it super short, but so you guys can kind of understand why we do this. It really helps you to understand yourself and your business, but then also understand your team and know how to work together with people. So for instance, I am dominant red, and then I'm blue, and then it's like green and yellow. I pair well with people who are green and yellow on my team as leaders because, for instance, I know for me, I'm really good at going out and talking to everybody. I can bring in all these distributors, but then I'm not the most organized person in the world because reds and blues are not overly organized. So that's something you guys, those that know me well, you know that about me. So it's great to find the people on your team that are a different color than you and kind of pair up in your leadership, because they, like, an example, Misty and Ashley, those are two girls in one of my legs. They're very yellow and green, and they're very good at organization. They like to make charts. They like to do all these things. It makes me sweat. Like, when I have to think about like some organizational stuff, it just gives me anxiety. So it's good for me to pair up with people that are really good at that, right? And then other people that aren't great at being loud and in front of people, but they're really good at other aspects. We just play really well together. So it's good to know. Okay, so typically we'll talk about reds. I'm gonna just kind of go through. Is there a what is there? Okay, so this just kind of talks about, so reds are very money motivated. Some of these descriptions are kind of funny, but it said that they can lead towards being sociopaths. I promise I'm not a sociopath. You'll see this in your email. You'll laugh at these things, but we're gonna pick the nuggets out of here. That's good. So reds can have a big ego. Okay, so that's something that if you're a red, you have to keep in check, knowing that your ego can kind of, you think you know it all, that can kind of get in the way.
I'm offended. I don't have a big ego, and I'm humble. And
you said you're yellow and green. What are you talking about?
No, I'm
red. You're yellow and red, but yellow was your dominant.
Oh, okay, continue.
I muted you. Yellow was your dominant, not red. So reds are ethical. With their strength under control, they don't need the approvals of others. They have a well-established self-image. They can move towards their goal, but while keeping an awareness and needs of those around them. They love the attention of victory, but they're sure to acknowledge those around them before reaping their own glory. Okay, so that's a little bit about reds. Blues are like the party. So red is very money. We're motivated by money. We're very focused. Blues, they're like the party, they're the fun one. They're spontaneous and fun. They can bring a bright light to any occasion. They love adventure, a good sense of humor. They're kind of like the center of attention kind of person. So they're mindful of others' times. They consider the consequences of their actions before they act. They're energetic and inspiring to those around them. They like to focus and stay on track with their goals and desires. So that's red and blue, okay? So then green Let me go into yellow and green. I have very low yellow and green, so it didn't even give me those. Hold on. Sorry, guys. It didn't even give me the description of those because my results were so low. If anyone took the test, like who's yellow and green? Sarah, do you have a screenshot of the yellow and green that you can send me?
Yeah,
Like,
do you want me to text it to you?
Yeah, text it to me because I'm so low in those, it didn't even give me a chance to read them to you. So if that tells you anything about me, I'm very red and blue. While we're waiting on that, so, all right, I see we actually have a lot of new people on here tonight. So, Anne Marie just sent me, thank you. Anne Marie, which one was that you just sent me?
The one you're looking for. What was that? Yellow? Yellow.
That's yellow. Okay, so this is yellow. They're very emotional. They can tend to be sometimes insecure. They will avoid conflict at all costs. When their bottled up emotions get released, it can be an explosion of anger. They can be worrisome. They need to be motivated constantly. But they're very friendly. They're very loyal. They're very honest. They thrive on doing things as a team. They like the family atmosphere. They are not materialistic. And it says avoid conflict multiple times. They know how to express their emotions and opinions in a way that remains friendly and empathetic without being overly sympathetic. They're good at tough love. They know that they can only help those who truly want to change. Criticism is understood to be a part of life, and they don't take it personally. They're the ultimate team members, supporters. So that was yellow. So do you see the difference in personalities? I'm going to go into green, but do you see the difference in why it's important to know what your personality is and how you can work well with each other based on your personality? So someone who is yellow needs a little bit more motivation than someone who is red or blue. Someone who is yellow is going to be someone who doesn't argue a lot. They don't like conflict. You know what I mean? But someone who's red or blue, that's where Anton likes to unmute himself and talk in all the Zooms, and we love him for it. That is Anton's red coming out.
I'm offended.
I am too.
All right, so let me go into what Sarah sent me, and then we're going to move on. I wanted to do this kind of quick. So that was yellow. So green, they overanalyze to the point where they're scared to take the first step. So if you're someone that, maybe you recently joined, you're like, oh my God, I don't know what to do, and you freeze, that could be the green side of you. So
I read that and I was like, were they looking at my life?
Right? See, so this is why it is important to know this, you guys, because you can relate to these attributes, and if you own them. So one of the biggest things we teach here, this is not just teaching you how to build a business, teaching you how to make money. One of the biggest things we focus on is personal growth in your mindset. If you want your business to succeed, you have to work on your mindset and keep your mind in a good, healthy place. So knowing these things about yourself can help you. Instead of being negative or down, you can be like, okay, I know that I lack motivation, so I need to maybe partner up with someone who's super motivated. Or I know that I need to work a little harder on motivation. If you know that you overanalyze things, well, that's something that you want to work on as part of your journey. So they accept nothing on faith, and they're very unforgiving and skeptical. They accept perfection in every aspect of life. They have an inner need to win every argument, and they're not overly social. So anyone who said green, I'm reading this to you guys. They're highly analytical thinkers, very good problem solvers. They need a very detailed plan in order to function. So to get you to understand my point even deeper, someone like a red blue like me, I don't like writing plans. I like to just run and see what happens. But a green personality needs step-by-step instruction. So if you're someone that's just getting started and you're like, oh my gosh, I need a little bit more instruction, ask for it. Ask for it and we'll help you. Just remember that everyone's personalities are different, so we want to help each other the best way that we can, okay? So they like to make well-informed decisions after careful consideration. They're practical realists. They prefer fact over opinion. They pursue perfection. They love a well thought out plan. Again, plan, plan, plan. Greens love plans. They do not like to be absent of a plan prevent them, but do not let the absent of a plan prevent them from moving forward in life. Their ability to get to the bottom of a situation makes them a valuable friend when combined with their ability to emphasize and help form a solution. Their strength is an ability to stand firm on principle in the face of any opposition. All right, so that's the personalities, the color personalities in a nutshell. So I've actually never done this with my team before. So you guys that are on here and that are new, It Works talks a lot about the color personalities. It's not something we focus a lot on as a team, but as I've been learning about it and talking to other leaders, it's been very helpful for them in their team. So I wanted to just kind of start this off because we have a lot of new people on the team talking about it, and then we will go back and reference this. But okay, so we're done with that. So new people. I know we're going to talk about some stuff on the 8 o'clock. Nina will be hosting that, but you just joined. You're like, oh my gosh, what do I do? If you have not seen the video that I recorded about I just joined or I'm new, what do I do now? Drop a comment in the chat or get back to the person that enrolled you. I did post it a couple times today in the Boss Babes chat. Boss Babes and dudes, I see a couple guys in here. I did post that in the chat. You can scroll back up and find it. Watch that video. It's not very long, but it gives you very detailed like instructions on your plan on what you should do. So make sure you watch that. The best way to start out successful as you're watching that, complete the tasks and text the person that enrolled you. So one of the girls that I enrolled last month, she literally texted me every step of the way as she was like checking off the things on the video. She's like, okay, I just did this. What do I do next? Okay, I just did this. What do I do next? That, guys, if you start off doing these things right away, you're going to set yourself up for success. And then you're learning how to do that as you're enrolling people. So we try to make it super easy, super turnkey, that it's very, one of the things we like to say is duplicatable. We like to make things duplicatable. So watch the video. Let's complete the steps in there. One of the things that you want to do is focus on 6 customers. Your very first thing, guys, I know we have this $50 to join right now, and that's huge. So while you're, writing your list, you'll see that in the video. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's because you haven't watched the video yet. Go watch it because it talks about writing your list. So you write your list, and those are people you're going to reach out to. So you're writing your list of people that you know could use the products, would love the products. You're writing your list of people that you know that would be amazing at this opportunity. Write a list of the people you know that are broke as a joke and always complaining about it. They obviously need a side hustle, right? So you're going to write your list, and then we're going to help you start reaching out to people. But your very first goal right now, guys, is 6 customers. And then this recruiting promo we have is amazing. Some of the new people that are joining are recruiting distributors before they're even getting customers, and that's incredible. For anyone that gets their 6 customers right away, by the 15th, we're giving away that exclusive mug that Mike and I were able to get because of our production, in our team last month. So instead of us keeping it for ourselves, we're going to do a giveaway. Everybody who gets 6 customers by the 15th, whether you're new or you've been here with us from the beginning, 6 new customers, and you're entered in to win that. So I did post about that in the Boss Babes chat. Before I get into anything else, because I want to get you guys off here, I don't want to go longer than like another 20 minutes. Does anyone have any questions, comments, anything? And if you do, you can unmute yourself.
Yes, Brandy. I want to share something. Yes.
Hi, Nia.
Hi guys. So I've been with the team since 2018, and along the way there have been a lot of attrition rate. I mean, so many people gone, so many people, and you know that. So I haven't learned about this color personality thing like really proactively. But I have been hearing about it from Ashley, I think, before. Ashley Mayfield, right? But I did not ever try to I didn't ever try to go on that. I mean, did not bother to listen to the video. But, thinking back, I said, I should have actually did that way long before. Like that, I think I saw that, I don't know if it was before the launch here in the Philippines. Had I known about this scholar personality thing, maybe, most probably, I would be able to, quote unquote, deal with those leaders that have gone. You know what I'm saying? So this is very important for our leadership thing. Really very important to keep the team intact. So right now we are, I mean, here in the Philippines, even if we are just, a little bit, how many we are here, right? so, so even if we are just a few at the moment, I'm doing my best to let them be aware of this scholar personality, and so that they can also, do that with their own team in the future. Yeah.
No, that's a great, thank you for sharing that. And that I'm going to touch on that a little. That is a great point, that you guys, you are going to recruit all different types of people. So you're going to have the people that you love to work with. I mentioned 2 girls that I work very well with. Our personalities we pick up where each other leaves off. You're gonna have the people that you love to work with. You're gonna have the people that you struggle to work with. Think about any relationships in school. You had people that you just struggle to get along with, or at your job. Everyone's got that coworker at work that you just sort of like, ah. So you're gonna come across that, and this is a great way to kind of understand where someone's coming from, and instead of getting annoyed at them, it can help you put how they act and their behaviors into perspective. So Nia, that's a great point. Thank you so much for sharing that. All right, anyone else have anything they want to unmute, and questions, concerns, something you need advice on, getting started? I'll give it a minute. If not, keep going.
Sorry, I was trying to unmute.
No, you're good. You're leaving me hanging there, girlfriend. No, I'm kidding.
I think you mentioned maybe in our group chat or somewhere that you were going to send out the scripts for the host to post. Will you also include, like how we talked about people like getting a little too wordy when people show that interest in the product, like the script for that?
Let me cover that right now. Mike, where are we with those videos uploading? So text me those when you get a chance. So we recorded, I had to do like multiple takes on a couple of these videos because Anya would come in screaming, or I like sneeze in the middle of one of them. So I've been working on these videos, but I even stopped when I like coughed or something. I'm like, it's not the Rona. But we did a video today about host to post, and I did a video today about charting. And so I'm going to get those uploaded into the It Works gang group, and then I'm going to put information in the comments. The host to post scripts that Monica's talking about, those will all be in the comments of the video. It's a lot to like share and have you guys write down, so I'll put them in that group. But okay, great example of what she's talking about is I have had a couple calls lately. Actually, I've had 3 calls in the past 24 hours. 2 of you are on here with talking about how you're interacting with people. So saying to me, hey, like, oh my gosh, I'm getting all this interest, whether it's host to post or whatever, but then I lose and they stop responding. And the number one thing that you find is that you're saying too much and you're turning them off. You're scaring them. So what Monica was talking about was that I shared with her like how I interact with people. So everybody's different. Everybody does it a different way.
Is Brandy frozen?
I was just thinking the same thing, Naya.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's frozen.
My connection. I had to check. I had to see all of you if you are moving.
But yeah, she just fell off.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the
That's-
chat so she knows.
To have ourselves on video.
Okay. Lots of technical difficulties here today. I'm
Yeah.
back. All right, guys. So one of the things that we're finding is that people are saying too much. I think it is more personal to voice message people. You don't have to do that. However, if you're host to posting and doing these things and you're always, you're connecting often with people you don't know, I feel like when you voice message, they're like, oh, you're a real person. Like, oh, this isn't a scam. Oh, it's some random person on Facebook. They get to hear my voice and hear me. So, how do I do that? Let's look at this recruiting blitz that's going on right now. It's $50 to join, right? So I shared these in the Boss chat yesterday. I'm gonna scroll back. I had a couple girls I got on the calls with, and we were going through what they were saying to recruit, and they were like word vomiting. And so what I do, if someone's interested in the opportunity, they message me, whatever, I literally am just like, hey, are you interested in making an extra income? Or they're like, hey, what do you do? I'm like, well, we work with an almost 20-year-old faith-based, family-owned company. They're debt-free, based in Florida, health and wellness and beauty products. Pretty awesome. Like, I work from my phone. Literally post on social media. I connect people with products that they love, products that help them reach their goals, and I connect people with people like yourself who are just looking to make an extra income. That's all I say. I don't say the name of the company. I don't say it's network marketing. I don't say, well, you have to do this and you're going to sign up as a business owner and you're going to do this and you have to join the team. I don't say any of that. So then they're like, oh, what? And I say, does that sound like something you would be interested in? And they're like, well, I don't know. Can you tell me more? Sure. Or, yeah, that sounds like something I'd be interested in. Or, no, it's not. No, I'm not interested in that. So that's what I say initially. I personally prefer to get on the phone with them before I send them any more info. Some people don't. Some people like to send them info and have them look it over first before you get on the phone with them. Personal preference. We do have a website that is not your It Works website. It is not tied to anybody. It is called iwgdreamteam.com. Now I will share that in the group. We're actually, don't go to it tonight. When we get off this call, Mike and I are revamping a few things on that, and then Nina and I are recording a new video for it tomorrow. But it is a completely generic recruiting site that just talks about the opportunity. You hear stories from Nina, from Kay Dixon. Her mom's one of the founders of the company. You hear stories from me, from Joel Dunn, the #1 income earner. So it's just those of why people they listen to it and they're like, oh my God, that sounds awesome. Yeah, I want to do that. So that is number one. Number two, I follow up like it's nobody's business. So I know a lot of people get stuck in the follow-up, and you reach out to someone and they're interested and you're talking, but then they never buy the product or they never join your team, or they don't respond to you at all, right? And most of you, how many of you, since all your videos are off, you can't show me your hands, drop in the chat, how many of you stop reaching out to somebody if they stop responding to you? If they disappear on you, drop a 1 in the chat if you stop following up with somebody if they don't respond. We got a 1. Got another 1.
Can I say like a 2?
Yes,
Like I do after a while?
So you do have to, so you follow up for a little bit and then you quit.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna touch on that.
It's the other way around. If the person doesn't reply, I kind of keep quiet for like, let's say 3 days or 1 week, and then I message again or call again.
Perfect. See how many other people, we had 3 people, be very honest, and thank you for being honest, that said, yeah, you know what? I stopped responding. Now, I'm not saying be annoying. I'm not saying text them every day. I'm not saying like be that creeper parent in their window. However, people get busy. Life happens. I cannot tell you how many times I have followed up with someone and they're like, oh my God, thank you for the reminder. I had every intention of looking at the website and then my toddler lost their mind and I completely forgot. So follow up. I'm going to give you 2 examples of why following up is so important. And I'm going to tell you what I say. So I'm talking to someone, they don't respond. They said they were interested, then they go into witness protection program is what we say. So I will message them. I'll wait a couple days, like Nia said, and I'll message them and just be like, oh my God, girl, hey, that BOGO sale that you were interested in, it ends tonight. Are you interested? Are you still interested in checking out the products? Or, hey, did you get a chance to look at that website I sent you? Do you have any questions? That's what I say. Now, I have a story, a girl that I've been friends with since high school. She reached out to me last summer. I'm putting my shoes back on. She reached out to me last summer. She was interested in the products. She messaged me. When I responded to her, she ghosted me. She disappeared. I messaged that girl 9 times over like an 8-month period. I kept her on my follow-up list and I just kept checking in. And she didn't respond, and she didn't respond. 9 times I messaged her that she did not respond to me. In the middle of that, in one of those messages, I was like, girl, are you alive? Or like, are you okay? Are you getting my messages? Is your phone broken? Didn't respond. After the 9th message, she responded back and she bought almost 200 BV worth of product. So had I not stayed on top of her, would she have bought? I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. Another good example, at our green carpet event that we did last year, there was a girl on the stage talking about how she followed up with this one girl she was trying to recruit 13 times. After the 13th time, she was like, I'm done. This girl obviously doesn't want to join. I've reached out to her 13 times. I'm done. I'm moving on. Something told her one more time. She messaged the girl a 14th time. The girl joined the team and is now an ambassador diamond on that team. If you don't know what an ambassador diamond is, it's the very top rank of the comp plan. Had she not followed up with that girl that one extra time, she wouldn't be an ambassador diamond on her team. So my rule of thumb, I don't stop following up until they say to me, I'm not interested, or hey, please stop messaging me. I've never had anyone be mean about it. I just, every few days or once a week, or if the sale ended and I haven't heard from them, I might wait till the next sale launches and be like, oh my God, girl, I know we talked that one time about the cleanse. I just want to let you know it's buy, 2 products for $59 right now. Are you ready to place that order? So those are good examples for following up. What I was saying in the chat, with this sale, $50 to join. Mike, do you remember when that ends? Friday at 5 p.m. $50 to join Friday at 5 p.m. So instead of sending a new person this long message or following up with someone you spoke with in the past, this has been my follow-up message. And I shared these in the group. There's a couple. Oh my goodness, girl, it's normally $99 to get started, but they just released it's only $50 to start your business for the next 2 days only. Limited spots open, message me fast. I gave like 3 variations. Bethany, I know we chatted a little about the business. I still think you'd be amazing, and it's only $50 to get started today instead of $99. This promotion ends Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern. Are you ready to do this with me? So anyone you're following up with, those are amazing to send. I sent a couple of those yesterday and got some yeses right away. The girl that was word vomiting on her people, I shared those messages with her. She sent one of those messages out yesterday and signed a distributor right away.
I'm sorry, can you, are you able to like text me or share that in the group?
So
Those, because I have a few follow-ups.
They're in the Boss Babes chat if you scroll. Let me just resend them real quick. These are I was changing the words. These are the $24 ones. So you'd have to change it to 50, to Friday at 5 p.m. I'm not going to do that. You guys are going to have to do that yourselves because I'm in the middle of this, but I'm sharing them with you again. So just change them. If you're trying to reach out to somebody new, guys, there's a lot of new people on this call. People love to help you. They love to help you succeed. And so one of the best things to do, you guys, is to make your welcome post on Facebook. That's something that we push. And don't post pictures of the product. Don't hold up, you know, a bag of wraps, and don't just post a picture of wraps sitting on your shelf. Post pictures of you using the products. Now, if you're new and you haven't used the products yet, make your welcome post. Post a picture of yourself. Post a picture of yourself and your kids. So any of you on here that are new, if you don't mind chat sharing, if you can get to it easily, sharing what your like an example of your welcome post, share that in the Boss Babe chat so people can see. But it literally is just like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm nervous. I'm a little scared. I started this new venture. Tell them what your goals are. Why did you join? Like, I know Monica joined. She works a full-time job. She's getting a little burnout at work. You know, she just wants more. She's got kids, wants more time with her kids. You know, I know Anton likes some bougie things, and he wants some extra money, and he likes to focus on his passion of being a fashion designer and wants to bring in some extra income. Did I get that right, Anton? Is that about right?
You did. There you go.
Okay.
To back up the Bourget statement. There you go. Correct.
There we go. So, you know, we all have a different reason why. Allie's a college student. She needs to focus on school. She's young. She doesn't want to go work a full-time job and be in school and have no time for her boyfriend or her friends. So this is a beautiful thing that she can be sitting on the couch with her boyfriend on a Friday night working from her phone, instead of serving at a restaurant or at the mall, working at Hollister, wearing a mask. You know what I mean? So whatever your why is, share that in your welcome post on Facebook. If you've been in the business for a while, reshare your story. If you notice, like once a month, I share a post that's like, hey, lots of new friends. I'm going to introduce myself. I'm Brandy. I love da-da-da-da-da. I'm passionate about da-da-da-da-da. So do that. Share your story over and over and over again. We call this attraction marketing. You're selling yourself. You're not selling the products. So you'll see that I don't really ever mention It Works. I don't really ever mention like the company or what I do. I just talk about freedom, working from home, working from my phone. If I do talk about a product, I post a picture of my celery juice. I don't say this is just celery from It Works. I don't post a canister. I post every morning a glass. I drink it out of a wine glass every morning. That's my attempt to be a little bougie. I drink my Just Celery out of a wine glass. And every morning I talk about my green juice. I actually call it green juice or my celery juice. And I give some benefits. Nobody knows what it is. They don't know. They have to ask me what it is. If you're putting too much information out there, you're turning them off. You're giving them a chance to be like, oh, I don't want anything to do with that. Do you know how many people I have gotten on the phone with, and when I tell them all the products and then I tell them it's It Works, they're like, what? I thought It Works just had wraps. I didn't know they had organic celery juice and collagen, and I didn't know that. But if you would have just said, hey, I work with this company called It Works, you know, I sell products, you know, I post on social media, you lost them already at It Works. Because they're like, oh, that's that wrap company. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is a great way to cultivate your story, to share your story. Every single one of you that just joined, and I know that there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 4 of you on here that are brand new. Share your launch post tonight. Share a picture of yourself with your kids. Share yourself and your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your picture of you and your dog, whatever will get some, you know, attention. People will see the picture and then they'll read the post. And ask people to help you. Ask them if they would support your new business venture. Anyone interested in checking out the products? Anyone interested in supporting me and becoming a customer? Because people will say yes. You will be amazed at how many say yes. Mike is trying to tell me to wrap it up because he came over here from the couch. So I give him some time because I'll talk all day. All right, we're going to let Mike's going to share a few things, and I'm losing my voice.
Much time, guys. But pretty exciting because we all just got some days ago. What my recommendation for everybody on here is simply to think of why you're doing this, because September, these benefits that you have, you know, all the incomes, I'm not going to go through them because you all know what they are. In our past 2 years here, we have not ever seen a month where this much has been given out, especially this time of year. They typically wait until before the holidays and then kicking off the new year with the rank bonuses and all the different fun stuff that they do. So you're in a little window of opportunity that I think Mark described it best on his live, to get a head start. Okay, so September, the kids are somewhat back in school. I know most kids are online, but everybody's trying to figure their schedules out. But this is that time when you think of, how do I get 2021 where I really want it to be? You know, and here's what you want to write down. What you do in the dark now is what's going to make that all come out in the light. Okay, and this includes the holidays. You know, we call it like 90-day runs. So September, October, November, what you want to mentally do is say, okay, I'm going to get to these different levels during time. Okay, and time is the key word, because I know a lot of you are busy, but I want you to remember, it's not about how much time you put into this, it's what you put into that time. I've seen people do 2-3 power hours a week, 15 host-to-posts a week or something, just consistent activity that's not taking a bunch of time. It's like your part-time, you know, hustle, it's your part-time job, but you're really building your fortune. So, you know, dedicate the time. Let your spouses know that you're, you know, you're going for this goal. This is a window that you can go for diamond. Who cares if you aim for double diamond? It doesn't matter what you aim for. Just aim as high as you can, because wherever you fall, you're going to be happy. But I just want to remind you that the time that you have now in September, I'd never seen them open a month like this with the discounted BBKs to rubies being able to earn a $300 bonus. I wish we would have had that every month. That was something we actually tried to push early on in the Philippines, because that's a big deal to earn $300 as a ruby, you know, on top of your commission. So I think the question you should ask tonight is, why am I doing this? Remind yourself why. Mentally prepare for whatever you got to give in September, balanced with your home life. Give it all. Okay, make, you know, whatever you were thinking, think a little bit bigger so you can get a head start, because they're going to keep doing these things for the next couple months to build up so we can have an awesome holiday season and set the stage for 2021. So that's really what I wanted to share. It's a sense of urgency. I'm not trying to motivate you, but really factually tell you, okay, because we've been here for 2 years, 2 complete years, and we've seen all the different seasons and the promotions, and it just keeps getting better and better. But we've never seen what they're doing now. We've never seen it. So it is special. And if you're brand new, you're just coming in at a really good time, you know, with some of the recent products that have been launched and, you know, some of the new systems that we have. So perfect timing if you're brand new. We are watching people do things that we did, but they're doing it faster. They're doing it with less mistakes than we made. They're doing it, you know, in less time, you know, at home, because we've got more systems now. So just being smart, but excited to take advantage of this window. Anything else you're sharing? Because I'm good.
All right, before we jump off here, does anyone have, I'll ask again, questions, comments, anything you want to, like we said, that you don't quite understand? Give it a second to see if anyone does.
So I have a question. Some of the posts that I do, I add a picture of the product. So would you say that I shouldn't put, like, if I'm drinking celery juice, sometimes I post like an actual like picture of the celery juice product? Never. Okay. No. Okay.
No, because then people know so your point on your social media is to be interactive. You want to be engaging. So you want people to ask you what you're drinking. You don't want to show them. So I say, like, if you look at my celery post, I'm like, I'll read you today's. I said, today's I talked about poop. I don't always talk about poop, but I said, everybody poops. What?
I said educational, it's fine.
Right?
It happens, real life.
Real life. I actually had a couple people on Instagram be like, I love this post. This is so real life. So, all right, I'll be right up. Everybody poops, or at least they should be daily. If you're having trouble going number 2, keep reading. Celery juice is thought to improve the function of your digestive tract. It works as a natural laxative. I did a poop emoji after that. It can also help relax nerves that are sometimes damaged due to unhealthy lifestyle and food choices. Because celery is high in calcium, silicon, and vitamin C, drinking celery juice may also strengthen bones. This little cup of green juice is life-changing. It's about a third the price of juicing, no prep, no juicer needed, and no cleanup. Nobody
I'll
knows.
keep it. I'll keep it real. And you know, I actually steal your captions. I mean, I change a few things, but you know, so I like your captions.
So that's, guys, that's the thing too. You don't have to be original. You don't have to sit and like, because if you're green, what did we learn? Greens overanalyze and you overthink. So if you're sitting there trying to come up with a post and you're overthinking it, stop it.
I'm red. I just steal things. Like I'm just red. I don't care.
I'm red. I steal from the other top leaders. I do. There are days when I'll sit down and I'll write out this just killer post. I'm like patting myself on the back. I don't know where I pulled that from. It was so good. There's other days where I'm like staring at my phone and I'm like, I don't know what to write. I have no motivation. So I go look at Brittany Hayes, Rochelle Coakley, Kay Dixon. I go look at the leaders that I admire and I dig deep. I don't take the last post they wrote, but I'll dig deep and I'll scroll through. I might scroll through for 5 minutes before something jumps out at me. I'm like, oh, that's good. And I'll copy it and I'll change it to fit me, right? So I'll change, you know, quite a bit about it and make it more me, but it's like giving me a you know, piece of clay that someone's already started molding if I can't think of what I want to create, and then I have to go off what they did. So that's a great way to do it. If you do steal something, whether it's, you know, from me, from someone else, always make a few changes, because you mess with your algorithm and mine if you steal my post word for word. But B, guys, we had someone steal something once, talking about, someone made a post about being at a vendor event in a certain state, and someone stole the post word for word that was in a completely different state and didn't change anything. Like, you know, you weren't at that vendor event in Philly because I know you live somewhere else. So, and you want to be authentic. You want to be real. You don't want to be a robot where people, you know, people don't relate to you and they feel like you're fake. Host a post real quick. And Nia, I saw your hands raised. I had, we just launched the Host a Post. If you are not currently doing Host a Post, you're new, you don't know what it is, watch the welcome video because you'll see it in there. I'm going to get the Host a Post video up tonight. As soon as I go lay down with Anya and get her settled, I'll get some stuff up in the It Works gang group. This week's giveaway is $250. And I legit just posted 4 minutes ago while Mike was talking. If 2020 were a drink, what would it be? Drop your answer for a chance to win $250. I've got 4 comments already and they're freaking hilarious. So if you're doing Host a Post, like, take that, make a few changes, change a few of the words, because if you mess with my interaction, I will come after you. But change a few words, that's a great one. I just found a couple other good ones that I'll share with you guys in the group. But like 20 years ago, how old were you? 20 years ago, you were how many years old?
Okay, that's rude. I'm not telling you how old I was 20 years ago. That's not nice. You're like putting people on a spot. Rude.
You just told me how old you were, so I know how old you were. 20
In
years
private, don't do this.
What is how is your significant other's name saved in your phone? That's a great one. I've seen some, yeah, look, Annie's making a face. I've seen some interesting ones. So that, you know, anything engaging, guys, you want to do these engaging type posts, even if you're not doing Host a Post. Even if you're not doing Host a Post, make an engaging post like that. They don't have to enter a giveaway. Say, just, you want to increase engagement on your page. So just make a post and say, if 2020 were a drink, what would it be? You will get flooded with people responding. Real quick, and then I'll go to Nia, and then we got to wrap up so you guys can get on the 8 o'clock. 2 things you need to be doing. being interactive on your Facebook, going live, and then increasing your friends list or your following on Instagram and Facebook. So if you have 500 friends on Facebook, you're going to get very little interaction, very little people purchasing because it's the same people seeing your post over and over again. So challenge to everybody is to be adding 20 new people a day on Facebook. Instagram, it's supposed to be more like 100. But guys, I'm not saying go add random creepers. I go to my suggested friends. I go to my friends page and add friends of friends. I look at their page first. If there's someone I get along with, if there's someone, I'm very faithful.
We lost her again.
Oh no, correct. Oh well, Nia, what was the? Go ahead, Nia. We'll continue with our Brandy. It's fine.
Okay, you answer for me, Anton.
I'm new. I don't know.
You know what? Well, this is not really the thing that I was going to ask Brandy, but this is not a question. Just a tip for us, for everybody. You know, I found out something. You know, I got used to have a lot of interaction with on my Facebook even before I was with Networks, and suddenly the interactions really seriously dropped. And I got this, I think it's in one of Brandy's posts also, somebody commented there about, you know, you have to actually go to your blocking setting. When you, so you, I think you go to your, yeah, you just go to the blocking settings and then click there, add block to the blocking list. So I will send in the group chat the particular how do you call that keywords to look for, because there's a search bar there that would say fact check facts, you know. Brandy again. So,
Okay, sorry, I lost, my Zoom keeps shutting down, so I missed that. But okay guys, unless anyone else has anything they want to go over, add, I'm gonna wrap this up so people can jump on Nina's 8 o'clock. Because you'll get different information, I'm sure, than what I shared.
Brandy, one quick question. I remember when, was it yesterday or the other day, when the company was announcing the banquet bonuses?
Yes.
Yeah. So I did a watch party there, and I was just so excited. So I was kind of reiterating what our corporate people are saying for the people in that watch party to see. And I reiterated the amount of bonuses there for Diamond and for Ruby. And I just realized I might be, you know, run after by the compliance. I don't know. Are we allowed to put those in the comment section?
No, we're not supposed to publicly speak about bonuses. So,
okay. So I have to delete.
I mean, you're in another country. It's a little different because you're in the Philippines. So they're not as strict on you as they are on us here in the US. So you'll probably fly under the radar. But yeah, guys, we have a bonus program going on right now. It's amazing. We're not allowed to give amounts, or Nia, I had to mute you, it was echoing. We're not allowed to give amounts or anything on social media, but you better believe I am saying those while I'm having conversations with people. You better believe I'm sharing that between February and May, I earned $50,000 in bonuses that I'm being paid out monthly now. I'm sharing that. I'm not posting that on my social media anymore, but when I'm talking to somebody, I'm gonna share that. So that's the way you use that. Use my story, use other people's stories while you're creating your own. But you guys, I mean, look at that story. I shared this last night on Allie's Zoom for her fraternity. I used to work for Allie's dad, managing like marketing stuff for car dealerships. I made $40,000 a year. Like begged to work at home if I was sick, you know, like that was my life. This year made $50,000 in bonuses in like a 4-month period. That's what I made in an entire year. So that's powerful. That's incredible. That's a story you can share. That's real. So right now, you know, the bonus for diamond, the ruby bonus is 300. The bonus for diamond is 8,000. The bonus for triple and up is 25,000. So those are really, really, really powerful, you guys. All right, we're gonna end this. We gotta jump off so everybody can get on the 8 o'clock. But if anyone has any questions about this, anything that was said, jump in the chat. Feel free to message me, message your sponsor. We are here to help you and make you as successful as we can possibly make you be. It's all on you, but you have it. You're in business by yourself. I'm sorry, you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. You have a team of people who love you, who care for you, who will motivate you. We're here to do this with you. So don't hesitate and reach out. All right, bye guys.
Thank you, madam.
You're welcome.